Oh, this is like not a drill? Okay. All right.
I'm getting nervous, sorry. Should I start over?
I'm thinking, wow, I'm not gonna say wow because that's a little too much. Wow, I'm gonna audit, okay. When I first started Cristo, I was a very shy girl. My corporate work study site was huge and I had never been in any corporate setting before. As I went to Cristo, I realized, wow, college is actually a possibility. I went through the corporate work study program and I was like, wow, a job is actually a possibility, and it actually turned reality for me, and I'm so grateful. Because of the corporate work study program I went through and working at US Bank, I felt like I really loved the company and the culture, which made me want to find a job there once I graduated college. And through that job, I was developed and pushed to power my own potential. And I became the vice president of a business resource group called Nosotros Latinos. It's now part of my responsibility to help empower and give people the drive to their potential as Latinos in the bank community. 15-year-old Karina would be really impressed seeing me now. And I think that as time goes on, I really want to move up in the corporate ladder and to actually have a presence as a Latina in the bank and make it a possibility for people so they can see that, wow, there is a Latina at US Bank that has this fancy title. I didn't know that could ever happen. Going through the work study program, not only did I get access to US Bank, but US Bank got access to me.
I've always been around businesses. My father owned a bakery, my uncles owned bakeries and restaurants. So I think that really gave me my work ethic, just being around my dad, wanting to be like my dad. Starting the corporate work study program was probably one of the things I looked forward to the most. It was different. You didn't have to be in a classroom. So I was very excited about that. I thought, hey, this is going to be really cool. It's not something every 14, 15-year-old does in high school. During orientation, we had to learn about the Pohlad family. It was very interesting to me how such a big company was started from very humble roots. Being in front of people that have accomplished these things inspires you. If you don't see it being done, then it sometimes doesn't seem attainable, but when you see someone do it, then you can do it as well. Knowing what I wanted to do in college, which was to get an accounting degree, I was able to graduate in 3 years and get a job right away. Going to Cristo was, that first step, and then getting into college was that second step. And getting a corporate job is, another step. And I feel that every step is going to lead me closer to my goals that I have, which is to run successful businesses here in St. Paul.
At Alina Health, I think that I've been able to expand on a lot of the foundational work that Cristo did with their corporate work study program. I'm in situations that could be pretty intimidating for a lot of people. Just because I'm a minority, or just because I'm a woman, or just because I'm a first-generation college student doesn't mean that I'm not capable. My confidence has really just gone out the roof, and it all started with my corporate work study program and making me feel uncomfortable, but then learning to own it. I think it's extremely important to have a diverse workforce, especially in HR or talent acquisition. Sometimes just because someone can't read the name on a resume or can't pronounce something on there, they kind of turn it down, and we need to stop doing that. We need to see the value and the worth that this person can bring to any company. Hiring students at 14, 15 years old, you're already setting yourself up for success, because once I'm looking for a job, once I fully enter the workforce, that's where I want to work. It also really gives students the opportunity to experience things they never had before, work in places that they never even imagined they could. I didn't know that talent acquisition was a thing and that I could help give people jobs and a livelihood, and that it would make me feel as good as it does now.